What's up, guys? My name is Aisha, and this is my YouTube channel where we talk about everything health from the top of the head, locks specifically, until the soles of the feet and those pedicures that we probably need to get on right now, sooner than later. You know what I'm saying? All right, today I want to talk about what is too much, how much is too much for locks, and how little is worrisome. Okay, y'all, because there is such thing as too cheap, and I know that sounds crazy, but y'all, if it's too cheap, there may be an issue. All right, let's get into it. All right, welcome, guys. If you are new to my channel, please make sure to like and subscribe if you are into these videos. You like hair, you like health, and all those things in between. Also, I read each and every one of you guys' comments, so if you have any questions or if you want a specific video on a specific topic, health related or lock related, please let me know. All right, so I have this thing, right, where I'm like, when I go out and I purchase something, I look for something, especially if it's going to be a bigger expense, I do research. And I have to do research for me because I need to know that, one, I'm getting the most bang for my buck, right? And two, I'm not being scammed, all right? Because even in the hair industry, there are some scammers out there, honey. Let me tell you, especially within this community where we don't necessarily look for people who are licensed to do certain things. Like when I used to get my hair braided, I could care less if you had a license. And I know it sounds crazy. I could care less. All I wanted to know was, how did your braids look? Okay? Were they cute? Were they clean? Cute and clean. That's what I needed to know. And I used to get, y'all, when I was a teenager, I used to get straight back cornrows all the time. Like, that was my hair style. And then I don't know if y'all remember when Alicia Keys first came out and she had straight back cornrows with the little, you know what I'm saying? I used to get those and throw some beads on it. I was cute, honey. Cute. Okay. But even then, I was like, okay, who can do my hair? I had this one lady. I would cut my hair clean, blow dried. That lady, them fingers were like blessed by God, okay? Because she would go and it would look so good and so crisp, so beautiful. That's how I learned to be a better braider, was literally from just watching her within a mirror and seeing how she cornrowed my hair. It was like art, y'all. And she did not have a hair license. She did not go to cosmetology school. It was just a skill that she had, that she developed, that she cleaned up, and it was wonderful and it was cheap. And it was wonderful. Did I say that? It was wonderful. And at the time, I say cheap, my mom would have said it cost too much, but it was a good price. It was a good price for what she did, honestly. I knew people who charged more, who did way less, way worse work than she did, okay? And so when you're looking for locticians, when you're looking for someone to do your hair, I want you to keep in mind that there is a such thing as too little, y'all. Because I love being a part of like locked hair forums, like, and I am a Facebook person. I started on Facebook and that's kind of what I know. And Instagram is fine, and TikTok, tickety talk, it's all right. You know what I mean? It honestly, it's a lot going on there. So sometimes I go on there, sometimes I don't. But I love the groups on Facebook that can tell me what the heck is going on. Like if something weird is happening with my locks, or what are other people saying, or what are they struggling with, or yada, 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 yada. And one of the biggest things is that I've seen lately is people saying, hey, this person is going to install my locks for $100. And we're all like, red flag, red flag, red flag. Like, throw it up, honey. Do not go to them, because they probably gonna take you $100, put you in a cellar, lock you up, feed you oatmeal for the next 2 years, and have you as a slave. Like, that's what that sounds like to me, okay? Like, all that's about to happen, because $100 to install locks. What are we talking about here? And we're talking about installing like some big old, maybe you got 10 locks in your head, maybe it take an hour, sure. But we talking micro locks and sister locks, and there is no way. Like, sister lock training alone is thousands of dollars. So there's no way I would go back and then charge people $100 for multiple days, tens of hours of actually completing the hair, consultations, all this stuff for $100. Like, that's wild. Either, again, they're gonna lock you up, and you're gonna be a slave, or they're gonna kill you, they're gonna feed you to death. Something bad gonna happen, or they're gonna do a really bad job in your hair, and they don't know what they're talking about, or they're lying about it. And that is, I stand by that, because there's no way that even me myself, if I charge, say it took 10 hours, and y'all, very rare does it take such little time unless you have just different kind of hair. 10 hours to install like 500 locks. Okay? 10 hours. That's $10 an hour. Y'all, that ain't nothing. And if you are out there and you're listening and you're like, man, I went through the training, I trained myself, or I really know how to do hair, or I'm a natural hairstylist, and you only charge $100 for an installation, you are robbing yourself. Okay? It is 2024, y'all. Everything is inflated. And I get it. You want to help your friend, whatever you want to say. But making $5 an hour, $10 an hour, like, my kid can do that. My kid can do better than that, y'all. And you are literally doing manual labor on somebody else's hair. So take value in yourself and up your prices if you are out there and you're listening to this. Trust me, we will pay for it. We may gripe about it, but we're going to pay for it, because $100 usually doesn't turn into $2,000. If you're already at that low price point, usually you're just going to go up a few $100s or whatnot. And trust me, that is still much better than these people out here on the other end of the spectrum. Okay, let's talk about the other end of the spectrum, where people want to charge you for your arm, your foot, your leg, your big toe. You know what I'm saying? Half your back, maybe your shoulder, maybe an eyelash or two. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want to charge you everything for these locks. And I get it. It takes time. It takes practice. It takes precision. But there does come a point where it's just highway robbery. Okay? If your reties are costing you $300, y'all, I don't care how much your hair you got. I don't care how dense your hair is. I don't care if your hair is down to your butt. That is doing the most. Now, granted, now, if you have like 800 locks and your hair is down to your knees, just cut your hair off. Okay? We're not like, ain't nobody want to retie that. Nobody want to retie that. Nobody. And y'all, I'm speaking for myself, because I'm just saying. I don't know nobody who want to do that. I'm like, at that point, I feel like your head is just too heavy to live a quality life. So you should just cut it off and start over. Right? Not even start off what I'm saying. Cut it in a cute little bob. Or cut it to like your waistline. Cut it to like your mid-back. Whatever it is, cut that sucker. Because that is a lot of time. Like, half your time is just getting your hair done. And we got locks, y'all. We wanted hair freedom. We wanted time freedom. We wanted ease of life, and that's what it provides. But when it's too much and too long and takes too much time, then it takes away from the benefits. One of the biggest benefits that I love locks, it takes away from that. Okay, so if you are on a search for locks, making sure that you are mindful, do your research, y'all, because you can get caught up, and people are out there who say, yeah, I can do this, I can do that, and really maybe they can, but maybe it's not what you had in mind. Or you come with your idea of what you want your locks to look like. And my loctician told me, when I started, she was like, honey, your locks gonna look like your locks. Now, your hair is a different texture than such and such on this picture. Okay? So it's not gonna look like that. But this is a better idea of what it's gonna look like. We did test locks. We made sure. Okay? And one thing I had to do was come to terms with the fact that, dude, like, my locks are gonna look like my locks, but I'm also going to pay for what I think is valuable. Okay? For me, value doesn't necessarily come at a ridiculous price. Okay? Like, I just could not, like, literally, I could not pay $300 for a retie. And on principle, I'm not going to pay it. Right? Just like for my install, I wasn't going to pay $2,000. I literally cut off my hair before I thought about getting locks. And I mean, cut it all off. I had a tapered look and everything. My hair like this short, y'all. It was playing no games. Okay? I went from here to here. So I was like, man, if they gonna lock it up, I can't be charged per inch of hair. Y'all, I was gonna be paying so much money. I was like, I need help. And then God sent me my loctician from my church, and it was wonderful. And she has been wonderful because she educates me on locks, right? She educates me on my hair. She has told me things about my hair that I kind of already knew, but it reacted differently within locks, and it was just wonderful. All right, so making sure that before you go out on your journey that you know how much is too much, right, when they're trying to hoodwink you, and then how much is too little when they're trying to take you, okay? Like literally take you, okay? Literally take you. Now, there are some instances where if you're going the sister lock route, that's going to be cheaper because you have a sister lock trainee. That is a possibility. And I'm talking like when, let's see, 5-6 years ago, when I first looked for a trainee for sister locks, I found one who was in Georgia, and she was $475, okay? And it included like 3 days of getting your locks installed, and for however many hours, I think it was like 8 hours per day or whatnot, and you pay after that. But yeah, $475 at that time, that was fantastic. I was thrilled. Now if you find $475, you definitely found a bargain. I don't know if they still do it like that, or maybe in like Idaho. I'm not picking on anybody from Idaho, but just places where maybe there's not as many and so they don't charge as much. I don't know. But y'all, let me tell you right now, I'm telling you right now, in 2024, if somebody's offering to lock your hair, unless they are your sister or your favorite cousin or someone who doesn't care about money and they're just charging you, I don't even know why they charging you, because the amount of light that you're using in their house amounts to $100. So the amount of water that you use in their house amounts to $100. If you don't know this person and they say, yeah, it's only $100, run. Question, run. Run, then question. Okay? If you really need to know. And vice versa. If somebody's saying, hey, yeah, it's going to cost you $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, y'all, there are other options out there. So educate yourselves. Look up your stuff. Make sure you know what's going on. Know more about your hair than anybody else. All right, y'all? All right. Until next time. See you later. Bye.